Yo, what up? Today we're gonna be reacting to the 7 levels of zombie apocalypse by How Not to Die. Realistically, I think the only zombie apocalypse that I can survive is Night of the Living Dead. That's that's the only one I can survive. But anyway, like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and let's get into it.
The 7 levels of zombie apocalypse is explained. Level 1, Trash Apocalypse. These are your classic, slow-moving, brain-dead zombies that shuffle around like they're stuck in molasses. They're weak, uncoordinated, and have the problem-solving skills of a
Too
broken
easy.
toaster. Think of them as very hungry, very persistent tourists who've completely forgotten how doors work. They move slower than your great-aunt Gertrude after Thanksgiving and have about as much intelligence. You'll find
Yeah.
these zombies in Night of the Living Dead, where radiation from a Venus probe
Mm,
reanimated
that's what I said. That's what I said. It's the only one that I can survive.
the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, featuring Romero's mysterious worldwide plague, early seasons of The Walking Dead with the unknown pathogen that infected everyone, and the classic games loved by everyone like Plants vs. Zombies and Project Zomboid. Not gonna lie, I think PvZ is the greatest game of all time, but these zombies are so pathetically dumb, they'll walk into walls for hours trying to figure out why they can't move forward. In Night of the Living Dead, they literally can't figure out how to turn a doorknob and just
Yeah.
keep pushing against a locked door. Nice one, guys. The Walking Dead's early zombies would get distracted by shiny objects and completely forget they were chasing you. They move in predictable patterns, can't climb stairs, and will mindlessly follow the same path even if it leads them off a cliff. All this leaves us with the question, how do you actually survive these zombies? Well, firstly, stay calm. You can literally power walk away from these things while carrying groceries. Then find a sturdy building and barricade the ground floor since they can't climb stairs or open doors.
Okay.
Set up on the second floor with food, water, and basic weapons like baseball bats or crowbars. The biggest threats are getting overwhelmed by sheer numbers or doing something stupid like trying to save your infected friend. Yes, that sounds bad, but your friend will be alright. Maybe. Then keep it simple. Stay elevated, stay quiet, pick them off slowly, and wait for them to decompose naturally if they do that. If not, I guess you're cooked. But level 1 is nothing compared to level 2. Level 2, Smart Zombies. These zombies aren't complete idiots anymore. They can open doors,
Okay.
navigate stairs without face planting, and some of these little fellas probably even know how to hold tools properly. Oh, they grow up so fast. They work together, coordinate basic attacks, and solve simple problems that would have stumped their level 1 related cousins. What makes them dangerous is their ability to learn and adapt. They watch what you do and remember it. You'll encounter these learning zombies in Shaun of the Dead, where the infection spreads through bites but zombies retain basic motor functions. Return of the Living Dead, featuring zombies created by military chemical experiments, Dawn of the Dead remake with its fast-spreading virus, and early Resident Evil games, where the T-virus enhanced cognitive abilities alongside creating undeath. These smarter zombies can actually problem solve in terrifying ways. In Return of the Living Dead, they figure out how to use radios to call for more brains and can even speak. Shaun of the Dead zombies learn to mimic human behavior so well that characters don't immediately realize they're infected. Resident Evil's T-virus zombies can open doors, use
Ooh.
elevators, and some even remember how to operate simple machinery. They'll set up basic ambushes, coordinate group attacks, and worst of all, they learn from their mistakes and share that knowledge with other zombies nearby. How do you outsmart zombies that can actually think? Your level 1 strategies are useless now. Reinforce
Damn.
barricades with multiple layers, and set up complex escape routes from upper floors, and use noise strategically to divide their attention. Stock up on ranged weapons and create multiple safe rooms with independent supply caches. The key is staying 2 steps ahead of their problem-solving abilities and never underestimating their capacity to learn. Don't rely on single-point failures. If they can open one door, assume they can open all doors. If you thought this level was crazy though, your mind will explode on level 3, Strong Zombies. Welcome to the Nightmare Realm where everything you know about zombie combat becomes irrelevant. Unless
Oh
you're
yeah.
more of a geek than I thought, no offense. These aren't shambling corpses, they're full sprint, Olympic-level athletes with anger management issues and unlimited stamina. They can run like they're late for Black Friday sales and you're hoarding the last TV. They retain coordination, jumping ability, and spatial awareness, vaulting over cars and leaping between rooftops at full speed. These sprinting nightmares appear in 28 Days Later, where the rage virus creates hyper-aggressive infected with intact muscle function, Dawn Dawn of the Dead, remake featuring a mysterious plague that maintains physical capabilities, World War Z with its fast-spreading pathogen that turns victims in seconds, and Left 4 Dead games where the green flu creates athletic infected with enhanced physical abilities. The sheer physical prowess of these zombies is absolutely terrifying. 28 days later, infected can sprint at full human speed for extended periods
My
without
God.
fatigue, leap through windows and
Oh,
climb obstacles with frightening agility. World War Z zombies move like a coordinated swarm,
jeez,
climbing
man.
over each other to scale massive walls in minutes. Left 4 Dead's infected can run, jump, and even perform parkour-style movements to chase survivors across rooftops. They retain enough coordination to tackle, grab, and pin down victims while maintaining their relentless pursuit speed that never seems to.
Okay, but I'm gonna be honest. I think I can still survive. With level 3, yeah, a little bit, a little bit.
Slow down. I'm not gonna lie, I'd be dead instantly. I mean, don't worry, guys. I can help you survive this apocalypse. The brutal truth about surviving speed demons from hell? Cardio becomes your best friend. If you can't outrun them consistently, you're fucked. Forget barricading in place, you need multiple escape routes and vehicles ready at all times. Assuming you can even get any working vehicles with clear routes to drive them on, set up in locations with natural barriers like rivers or cliffs. Use hit-and-run tactics with ranged weapons because close combat is suicide. Most importantly, never get cornered because these zombies will reach you faster than you can blink. And the most important step of all, practice parkour. Knowing how to scale fences and navigate urban obstacles quickly could save your life. But if you thought outmaneuvering zombies was hard, wait until you meet level 4. These bastards can actually plan your death. Level 4, Strategist Zombies. Now we're entering full-scale warfare against an intelligent enemy force. These zombies think several steps ahead and plan complex operations. They set elaborate traps, coordinate sophisticated attacks, and learn from every survival tactic. They remember your escape routes and have them blocked next time. It's like playing chess against an opponent who doesn't care about losing pieces and really wants to eat your brain. You'll face these tactical zombies in I Am Legend, where the Crippen virus created Dark Seekers with pack intelligence and basic tool use, World War Z book featuring organized zombie hordes with strategic thinking, The Last of Us with cordyceps fungal infection, creating different intelligent infected classes, and State of Decay games where plague zombies demonstrate complex group coordination and territory control. The strategic capabilities of these zombies are genuinely chilling. I Am Legend's Dark Seekers set elaborate traps, use pack coordination to hunt, and even show evidence of hierarchy and communication. The Last of Us infected work together with different specialized roles. Clickers use echolocation to guide others, while bloaters act as living tanks that coordinate with smaller infected. World War Z book zombies demonstrate collective intelligence, learning to climb human ladders and overcome obstacles through coordinated group effort. State of Decay, plague zombies establish territorial control, coordinate attacks from multiple directions, and adapt their tactics based on survivor behavior patterns. So, do you feel secure with your plans? They've already drafted the counterplay, constantly change behavioral patterns, and never use the same strategy twice. Set false trails and decoy shelters to waste their planning efforts. Use psychological warfare like fake weaknesses to bait them into your own traps. Maintain multiple backup plans because they're learning from every encounter and sharing information with the broader zombie network. Think like a military tactician. Use misdirection, create false intelligence, and always assume they know more than they reveal. Level 5 is where Mother Nature decides to join the apocalypse and things get genuinely fucked up. Level 5, Mutation Zombies. Evolution has run completely wild, throwing every rule of biology out the window. These zombies have specialized abilities that break every scientific law you learned. Some have acid blood melting through steel, others climb walls like spiders. Some develop echolocation better than bats, or super strength making bodybuilders look like toddlers. They continue evolving over time, creating specialized classes with unique abilities and increasingly creative ways to end your existence. These mutated horrors show up in The Last of Us, where cordyceps fungus creates clickers with echolocation and bloaters with explosive spore attacks. Resident Evil mutations caused by various virus strains creating lickers, tyrants, and other bioweapons. Dead Space necromorphs formed by alien markers reshaping human tissue into specialized killing machines. And Left 4 Dead Special, infected like hunters,
I don't think I can survive here.
Created by green flu mutations. The mutations these zombies undergo defy all biological logic. logic. The Last of Us clickers develop fungal plates over their faces but gain supernatural hearing that can detect heartbeats through walls. Resident Evil's lickers lose their skin entirely but gain incredible speed, wall climbing abilities, and razor-sharp claws that can slice through metal. Dead Space necromorphs completely reshape human anatomy. Some grow blade-like appendages from their arms, others become living bombs, and some can even fly using repurposed human limbs as wings. Left 4 Dead's tank infected develop grotesque muscle mass that lets them throw concrete blocks like baseballs and punch through reinforced walls. Wondering how to survive creatures that laugh at bullets? You need specialized equipment for each mutation type. Hazmat suits for acid variants, climbing gear for wall crawlers, sound dampeners for echolocation types, and armor-piercing ammunition for tank mutations. Study each mutation's weaknesses ruthlessly because every evolutionary advantage has corresponding vulnerabilities. Maintain a mobile lab to develop countermeasures as variants emerge. Most importantly, never assume you've seen all possible mutations because they're constantly evolving faster than you can adapt. You think biological nightmares are scary? Level 6 zombies laugh at the laws of physics while they're eating your face. Level 6. Alpha zombies, reality-warping, physics-defying undead that exist partially in other dimensions. These zombies can teleport instantly, phase through solid walls like mist, manipulate time and space, or spread through concepts rather than physical contact. The infection might be supernatural, extraterrestrial, or based on reality-warping technology that makes traditional science useless as a chocolate teapot. These reality-bending zombies exist in Dead Space necromorphs created by markers that exist partially outside normal space-time. Call of Duty Zombies campaigns featuring ancient cosmic entities like the Apothicons that manipulate reality across dimensions. Event Horizon, where exposure to hellish dimensions creates entities that defy physics, and John Dies at the End, with soy sauce creating infections that spread through alternate realities and timeline manipulation. The reality warping abilities of these zombies make traditional combat completely meaningless. Dead Space markers create necromorphs that can teleport through walls, manipulate gravity fields, and exist in multiple dimensions simultaneously. Call of Duty's Apothicon-influenced zombies can phase between reality layers, teleport across maps instantly, and some can manipulate time itself to attack you before you even see them coming. Event Horizon entities exist in spaces that shouldn't be possible, moving through areas that are bigger on the inside than outside. John Dies at the End infections spread through dreams, memories, and alternate timelines. You can be infected by a zombie that doesn't even exist in your reality yet. Traditional survival becomes meaningless when reality itself is hostile to your existence. Traditional weapons are counterproductive when enemies exist in multiple dimensions or rewrite physics on a whim. Accept that everything you know about reality might be wrong. Seek ancient texts, alien technology, or dimensional artifacts to fight supernatural fire with fire. Protect your mind through meditation or psychic barriers because infections spread through thoughts and dreams. Most importantly, maintain your sanity because losing your grip on who you are might be worse than death. Level 7 isn't even a zombie apocalypse anymore. It's the universe having a complete mental breakdown and taking you with it. Level 7. Unsurvivable zombies. This isn't a zombie apocalypse. It's the complete breakdown of reality, causality, and existence itself. These aren't undead. They're manifestations of entropy that decided the universe was a mistake needing correction through complete elimination of all possible existence. They can infect you by thinking about them, existing in the same universe, or through concepts so abstract that understanding them makes you part of the infection. Some spread backwards through time. Others exist as mathematical equations that gained consciousness and decided humans are rounding errors. These cosmic nightmares transcend normal media, appearing in theoretical cosmic horror scenarios where reality itself becomes hostile. Call of Duty Zombies, Ether storyline where the infection spreads across infinite dimensions and timelines simultaneously. SCP Foundation concepts like SCP-2000 where death itself becomes infected, and Lovecraftian scenarios where understanding certain mathematical truths automatically converts you into part of a universe-consuming entity. Level 7 zombies operate on principles that make quantum physics look like basic addition. They can infect people who haven't been born yet by corrupting the mathematical constants that define existence itself.
God,
Some exist as living contradictions.
No,
They're
then it's over.
simultaneously dead, alive, never existed, and have always existed. Others spread through the concept of survival itself, so the mere act of trying to survive them makes you part of them. The most terrifying variants exist as probability storms that retroactively edit causality so that you were always infected, meaning you never existed as a non-infected person in any timeline, dimension, or theoretical framework that could ever exist. Survival is a myth. How how will you handle total oblivion? Here's the brutal truth about level 7 survival. You don't survive, can't survive, and survival itself becomes meaningless. Traditional concepts become irrelevant when your enemy can rewrite existence's fundamental laws. Your only option is accepting that none of your preparations matter because you're trying to fistfight mathematics itself. At this point, becoming a zombie might be an upgrade because at least you'd still exist rather than being erased from all possible realities. If you enjoyed this video and want to see every deserved
Oh,
death in an apocalypse, click the video on the screen.
W video, bro. Wow. No, realistically, I will only survive level 3. There you go, man. Now, great video from How Not to Die. So tell me, will you guys survive? No, I don't know. Maybe. Level 4? Nah. Level 3 is probably the max. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment down below what else should I react to. Thanks for watching. Bye.